Daylight. Mobbing on Earth, boy. Showtime. Hey.
D-Mark got that heat.
Curtain call, let the show begin. I know it's hurting y'all the way I'm going in. I need a murder dog covered for the times I was killing shit and y'all ain't know it then. Working hard, long hours in the trap, in my bag like some dope again. It's that blue magic, no Nicky Barnes cut. Niggas know who I'm doper than. Everybody, old nigga, new nigga, only see a challenge in a few niggas. A lot of y'all can wipe the smile off your face on the mob, it ain't none of you niggas. I just put the switch on the new blicker, rapid fire spitting, it's a boost nigga. 2 Street for a lot of you niggas, hard knock life, volume 2 jigger. Back on my shit again, endurance, I tire him out like it's Mitchell and I'm about to put on that shit again. I was trying to be humble, but fuck it, I'm still a man. Go rap like a kilogram. They finna spin this up top like a ceiling fan. I'm about to pop like a trigger man. From that hustling stock, so I'm all about my dividends. It's showtime, I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, pulling on a nigga. I should pull a Kevin, kick her in the titty. Nah, I'm being petty, baby, I'm just kidding. Going with your move, I ain't even tripping. I ain't pooping back when I was in the kitchen. Had 3 counties, catching what I'm pitching. Montana way, started with the dishes. Out of town played, not the pocket trip. Real G's round me, we don't do the fiction. Niggas rub me wrong, it gon' be some friction. It gon' be a spark, I'ma stand on business. Ain't no favorite op, I can't stand them niggas. They gon' lay in dirt, candlelight visuals, face on the shirt. Now you get the picture, Psalm 23. Now you get the scripture, homies, they gon' fly. They done got religious. I be outside, functioning with killers. Police outside, hunting for the dealer. Bitches mouth wide, hungry for a nigga. I ain't even dropped no money on the ticker. True player, I be turned with the ism. Bad bitches know the vibe I be giving. Fuck the haters and the lie they been telling. They'll make the news at noon 10 and 11. Showtime, it's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga.
Yeah. Hey man, stay man, it's your boy DAA man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another live show. Oh, it's the late edition. Really. I was having internet problems, so but yeah, we up and running, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to tech support. And ain't gonna waste y'all time, bro. First up, we got Rowdy Rebel arrested in LA on gun charges while on parole in New York. Yeah, y'all know what the fuck. So let's unpack this. So multiple sources are reporting that Rowdy Rebel has been arrested in Los Angeles for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon while on parole. Now, we all know Rowdy was released from prison in December of 2020, having served like 6 years or something like that, following 2014 indictment alongside Bobby Schmurder for charges including conspiracy, attempted murder, attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon. He pleaded guilty in exchange for a plea deal that sentenced him to 7 years. And if you remember, Bobby took more time so that Rowdy could get that 6 or 7. He did. Rowdy himself is affiliated with GS9, a collective based in Brooklyn that has been identified as the street gang with a lead tied to the Crip, particularly G-Stones. If you remember, not long ago, Rowdy Rebel had been involved in several public exchanges with individuals associated with the Hoover criminals, or formerly the Hoover Crips. You know what I mean? Street gang based in LA, y'all know. Rowdy had told the Hoovers, if not LA in general, basically suck my dick before leaving Los Angeles. I think it was posted in a story or something. And there was even a video that circulated or whatever and shit about it, I believe. Now, a lot of this stems from, you know, some of the individuals, if not all, involved in the murder of Pop Smoke, who's also another Crip rapper from Brooklyn, being associated with the Hoover criminal, such as the primary adult suspect in the case, Corey Walker, who pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and home invasion robbery with a gun. And I believe they gave him a gang enhancement with that shit or whatever, and he ended up getting like 29 years. You know what I'm saying? The Hoover criminals were originally the Hoover Crip, but due to conflicts with other Crip sets, they dropped the Crip name in like the mid-90s or something like that and became independent. Now, there was a whole apology thing that happened. I was actually trying to look up if there was any beef within LA between the G-Stones and the Hoovers. You know what I mean? Since they had so much smoke with like different Crip sets or whatever, but I didn't really have time to do a deep enough dive in that, and I didn't really find anything, you know, per se. Now, there was a whole apology thing that happened where Rowdy had apologized for his comments, but we know how that goes. So, given that there was, you know, friction, and, you know, dude is on parole or whatever and shit, the thing that popped in my mind was, why would you go somewhere where you started drama running your mouth and you need a gun there now, knowing that you're on paper? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I'm on paper, bro, I'm not gonna go anywhere where I need a gun to be good. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Let that bag be crazy. And then at that point, we just mob with security, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But police were probably on him as soon as he landed, because, you know, the way they study the internet now, you'd be a fool to think that they don't know that you had a pre-existing issue with the Hoovers and all of this other stuff. So let's just say if I was police or whatever, and I know that this rapper dude is coming into town and he's beefing with the Hoovers, right? Unless he's gonna check in, most niggas don't want to do now, or he's gonna have that strap on him or whatever, you know, like Boosie did. And so now they're gonna keep tabs on when you're flying in. They can get airport, you know what I mean, when they flying in, all that shit's not hard to figure out. It's gonna be hard for the gang members to figure out. You know LAPD can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, they were probably on, bro, like, you know, keeping watch out, especially whatever, since you had, like, numerous rappers from out of town you know, being involved in shootings or whatever. And then you go out there right after Troy Ave, you know, was a fake ass shooting, but another Crip rapper from Brooklyn out there play shooting in San Diego and all that. It's just too much going on down there, bro. Like, you should have known. And then you probably didn't fly with the strap. So who to say that whoever you got the strap from out there or whatever, you didn't put the boys on? Since you had to sit here and tell LA suck my dick, and then now you got to sit in LA County Jail after you just dissed a whole set or potentially the whole city. You know what I'm saying? I got a clip here. Rowdy on No Jumper. Explaining why he said what he said, and you know, I just explained to you whatever that, you know, the whole Pop Smoke situation. Switch sides. All right, let's get into this.
Rowdy Rebel in the building, smoking Big Za.
Word.
It's SHEFF, cool.
How you feeling?
I'm chilling.
What's going on?
Cool.
I think I speak for a large percentage of LA when we just want to know, you know, what's going on. The SMD thing. Hurt a lot of feelings out here.
No, I only hurt your feelings.
No, actually, I really didn't give a f. It was mostly the grumpy older gang members who were offended.
Who was offended?
Well, I don't want to put names on them.
Nobody felt offended until you try to make niggas feel offended.
You blame me?
New York, sucking my dick is sucking my dick. That's
okay.
Regular.
I'm gonna do the history for you. New York basically were pioneers in considering suck my dick to be extremely offensive. When we think about where it's considered the most offensive to invite somebody to your penis, I feel like New York kind of pioneered that. Now, granted, that was a long time ago when I feel like Jay-Z like had some quotes back in the day where he really made it clear that if somebody invited them to his that he was done, he would never communicate with them again. That's the situation that I viewed it from. I viewed it as a more serious statement coming from a New Yorker than I would have viewed it from as a Californian.
Yeah, I think we say it with a little more conviction, Adam, but here's the thing or whatever. I understand that you're into a lot of weird activity and everything like that. No matter where you're from, suck my dick is disrespectful. Writing another man to your dick is disrespectful. But as you say, inviting them to the Frank thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it doesn't really matter, you know, where it came from. I don't remember the Jay-Z part, but I remember Fat Joe being on your homeboy Glad's show and saying that if somebody said that to him, even with everything he got going on, all the success and whatever, you can stab the shit out of somebody or whatever they tell him stuff they did. And I don't blame Joe or whatever and shit. I might too.
And saying the same thing. So what were you thinking when you posted that up?
I was just being me.
Yeah, where did that come from? Because niggas, a lot of people thought it was because of like in response to like the Pop Smoke Blockstar interview.
Oh, no, I just said that because it's like that's you know why you know why I said that. I don't with niggas that happen with, bro. That's that. Like, I'm not out here looking for niggas on some like, oh no, that's some stupid shit. But I'm with y'all. Like, it was violent. Took my bro. Like, took my.
But to the whole gang,
huh?
Not to one member. You said the Hoovers.
So whoever is part of that shit, whoever he is with, nigga, that's what I meant it for. Like, for me, it's like when a bro explained it to me, like it's different sets and certain people don't have shit to do with it. It's like, all right, cool, granted. Like, but the niggas who do got something to do with it is like, all right, yeah, man. You know, it ain't nothing that's hidden.
But you could have said Blockstar, suck SMD.
I don't know his name. Like, I'm now.
You didn't watch the interview?
No. Why would I watch the interview?
Just to find out what people were talking about in regards to.
I don't want to sit there and look at boy face for too long.
Really?
No.
So you hold it against him, even though he was a child when that shit took place.
So look, gang shit, Adam. Whole lot of gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, because more than likely, like, that's how that shit works. It's not about who specifically did it. If somebody from your side did that, I mean, you still rocking with him. You would probably have a problem if I came over there and tried to get some get back. So then it just be like, fuck with me. Because you're going to have to be fucking with it anyway, especially if you want get back time with it. You know, we ain't on no get back time. The nigga was on like internet time. Like, you know what I'm saying? With that shit. Or, he said he didn't watch the interview and all of that shit or whatever. Now, that shit just seemed kind of like getting goofy, because if I'm gonna take a position, I'm gonna at least understand what I'm taking a position against. That's just me, though. I be having common sense and shit. Probably the reason why I never really joined the game, and if I did, it probably would try to get me a lot of it. Shit.
What did you do with Robin, like the homeboy? Like we from New York, all right, cool. But like, we just looked at it like a lick. Like, we didn't look at it like, oh, this is, for me, one of the homeboys coming up. He didn't look at it like that, so I'm not looking at you as he was a child, no.
To be fair, though, he said he didn't even know it was a rapper. He thought it was a model or some shit.
Whatever, man.
He was like 15.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so when you said that, you was more so just talking towards like him and his people type shit. It wasn't, because the why so broad though. Why like
oh, yo, it wasn't LA, bro.
No, you wrong. You did say that. Hoovers, just like, SMD, and also LA.
Like, I'm out of here. I said my thing real good. Like, for me.
Hey, bro. Somebody tell Rowdy lay off the drugs, bro. Like, that nigga just sound like super down. I hate you. I mean, like, that's why I don't be really watching a lot of like no jumper videos and shit unless I really gotta, pull some information from this shit. Cause niggas be too loaded for me, bro. Like, alleviated. And then I fuck around and get more alleviated on the show. This shit is annoying. That bag voice, like.
To me, it was a joke. To y'all, I don't know why y'all took it like that. But at the end of the day, it's what it is.
We live in fear of the Hoovers. They're a scary organization. They hold shit down. They get busy. We've all seen it. So when we saw that, yeah, we took it as kind of like a crazy provocation, and that it would have been considered kind of loose if you had just said it about the Hoovers, but you said LA as a whole. So that was what I think set off a lot of people.
Nah, well, LA, man, I gotta stop that.
Yeah, because you live in LA, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I live in LA, New York, back and forth. I even said New York, so nobody felt the way.
I didn't see that. But you could say it about your own neck of the woods,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Hold on. Come on now. Let's talk about my side. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
And so it wasn't no backlash though, besides like internet trolls and shit. Like no LA niggas hit you. Like what's up with this and nothing?
They hit the bro and shit, and like explain to me how like the sets is and shit, like it's different branch off and shit. I'm like, all right, this shit cool.
Because you're connected with the Crips out here a little bit, right?
Yeah, like I fuck with the homeboys, the homies. Listen, bro. Like at the end of the day, like I woke up, saw what I said on some playful shit. Whoever took it away, don't take it away, bro. With all the niggas that don't fuck with you know that. And that's that, bro. Like, for me.
But I think people were shocked by it because you made it seem like you were saying that when you were on the way out of town. Nobody knew that you like lived here until this whole thing starts up. But so people are looking at that and they're thinking, oh, Rowdy has this reputation as a street dude, but now he's basically saying, I'm out of here, so suck my dick. People don't respect that. They would respect you to say, hey, I'm in town. Everybody, suck my dick. I'm here. But when you say like, I'm out of here, suck my dick, I think they took that as some weird.
I'm out of here, y'all suck my dick. Like, if you like, all right, whatever, man. I feel it. Hey.
Yeah. So Wack took it as disrespect.
Why would he take it as disrespect?
I ain't gonna lie. I done walked out of a room like that. You know what, man? I'm out of here. Suck my dick. Well, I don't necessarily like saying suck my dick. You know, I'll tell a nigga, like, eat the dick. Somebody else's dick. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see it or anything. But that's what you can go do because she ain't like a bitch ass right now. You should go and do what the bitch do. Suck it easy. But yeah, you know, perked out Rowdy or something. He wanted down there, so for sure. Upper would have had him talking a little faster. This shit right here, bro, is slurred. He breathing hella hard. Like his heart rate is slowing down. And then, like, he could have just overdosed right there. But, you saying that Wack got offended? Of course he did.
Because you said LA.
Bro, come on, Wack. You're not even like repping LA hard. Like,
oh, he's a West Coast soldier for sure.
Well, I can't go to that walk with the homies.
That's some other shit. That's like me asking you why you didn't go to some crip march in Manhattan. It's like Manhattan's a million miles away,
if
but
it makes
still
sense,
New York.
If it makes sense, I'm pushing up. If it got certain bros that's going there and it makes sense, I'm pushing up.
He runs his mouth about YG all the fucking time on Clubhouse, so I feel like him going to that march, he would have been the trending topic.
Running his mouth all the time. Like, why you even jumped in that shit and even like say certain things? Like, okay. Even when you said like, all right, he said like, all right, that's on him. We could have kept it pushing. He got a glorified. Oh, he can't come there. He can't do. Like,
you're a rapper. You're cool. You're swagged out. You can get away from just being on some cool shit. Once you get to be 40 years old, God forbid, he's almost 50. You got to sit on Clubhouse. You got to talk shit. You got to get by off having opinions and whatnot.
Well, I have an opinion, but don't have a negativity towards your opinion. Don't like his opinion be like his opinion is trying to get me hurt. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
well, you could say that your Instagram story post was really what was trying to get you hurt, right?
Listen, bro. Stop the bro.
I'm just saying. All he did was acknowledge what he read and offer up his opinion.
You're an instigator, first of all. This is why that should happen. You're an instigator.
I could not exist. And the reaction to that would have been exactly the same.
No, it was not. You're the only one that picked that shit up, and then it made my New York niggas pick it up and go crazy. New York drilling all them. Like, they just like, I don't know. I don't even care.
Your attitude is, hey, if you were offended by it, do something. Because I respect that.
That's what you said. My attitude, I don't care. My attitude is just don't play with me. I ain't like, just leave me alone. Like,
you said it, but you ain't mean it as disrespect. You really was targeting niggas. When
there was a friendly suck my.
It was a friendly, yeah. And then
that's crazy though.
Wow.
Because somebody is disrespectful when you're from New York. So when you say that, it's kind of like, I can see why Wack is mad. But then, like, on the other hand, Brick Baby said y'all talked about it and shit, and he ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Even Bobby said the same thing. I was talking to him about it. He's like, you gotta understand, it don't mean the same thing out here that it means there.
That nigga's tripping.
Now to a Fox 5 exclusive. Platinum Jewel.
Yeah. So, back to it. So that's what's going on with Rowdy, man. This nigga is currently sitting up in the LA County jail. The question is he in population or did he sign in? Because one thing that will happen when you get booked in California, of all places, I mean, it happens anywhere, but especially in a place that's ganged out like that, they ask you when you get booked if you have any known enemies in here. So, you know, because usually they'll try to control it and keep you from being in that module. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when they book him and they look at his New York, record, definitely has a gang file. He was definitely on file as a gang member when he went to prison out there. And so, like, I'm just wondering how you're gonna deal with the politics in there or whatever and shit until he bails out. Hopefully somebody got his ass out of there real quick. The problem with him bailing out and the issue with the bond thing is that he's on parole in New York. So the question is he going to be held on a no bond in LA until they arrange for the marshals to bring his ass back to New York on the parole violation? And then he got to deal with that shit. He got to deal with the gun case in California. That's probably going to go federal. And then he's going to have to deal with the possible parole violation when he gets back to New York. That shit nasty work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, shit definitely nasty work. But let me know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comments, you know what I mean, with Rowdy and all that. It would be crazy if he get charged in the state and had to do a state bid for the gun or whatever and shit, because now you got to go to a state prison like San Quentin, Folsom, Corcoran, like all this shit. After you said what you said, and like dudes might decide to hold that shit against you. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Next up, while we're on the subject of Brooklyn Crips, we got Chef G. Was sentenced back in March and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like he about to go and sit down for about a little minute, you know what I mean, for a couple of years, something like that. So in May 2023, Chef G, real name Michael Williams, was arrested alongside his associate Tegan Chambers, aka Sleepy Hollow, and 30 others as part of a sweeping 140-count indictment targeting gang activity in Brooklyn, New York. These charges range from attempted murder to illegal gun possession. The indictment alleged that members of the 8 Trade Crips and 9 Ways gang was responsible for 12 shootings and 1 murder. Prosecutors accused Chef G of using his music earnings to fund the gang's activity, offering rewards for violence and allegedly being involved in orchestrating attacks and acting as a getaway driver. All right. One particularly serious incident referenced in the indictment was a mass shooting in October of 2020 that killed 1 person and injured 5 others. On March in March of 2025, Chef G pleaded guilty to multiple top counts of second-degree attempted murder and second and fourth degree conspiracy charges. All right. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison, followed by 5 years post-release supervision. And this sentence was significantly less than the 20 years that the prosecutors had sought to get against him. You know what I mean? The Brooklyn Supreme Court Justice Danny Chun reportedly factored in that SHEFF was not accused of being the actual shooter in any of these incidents. The indictment in the case involved 32 individuals originally. But the Brooklyn District Attorney has stated in March when SHEFF took his plea that 17 of those defendants have pleaded guilty, while 14 other defendants still have cases pending, including Sleepy Hollow. Now, I don't know where that's all at yet, because this is as of March 25, whatever, what I gathered from the court. You know what I'm saying? The identities of the other remaining co-defendants who are still fighting have not been specified in available information. So now, in the period between his release on bail in April of 2024 and his sentencing in March of 2025, Chef G reportedly took steps towards rehabilitating his image and focusing on his music career. Chef G gave an interview expressing the desire to leave behind his past and, be a positive example, particularly to his younger fans, and he emphasized the message of growth and development in his, with his label and his peers and shit, which is kind of interesting or whatever, because they be beefing with both nations, GDs and all that shit or whatever, and, growth and development now. That's slick. He reportedly spoke out against gun violence to officials at various levels, including the United Nations, state legislative offices, and youth organizations. Got a clip here of SHEFF doing an interview with Lisa Evans. Y'all know about Lisa. Yeah, let's get into this real quick.
Now to a Fox 5 exclusive. Platinum drill rapper Chef G talks about how music changed his life and his upcoming prison sentence.
All right, he chose to open up to only one reporter, Fox 5's Lisa Evers, who has the interview you won't see anywhere else.
Terminal 5 in Manhattan was packed for the last show of Chef G and Sleepy Hollow's highly successful 18-city tour. The two artists have racked up platinum and gold certified hits in the months that they've both been out of jail. They formed their own record label and forged a deal with a major company. The hardcore drill music that was closely tied to the streets is still there, but there's now more variety, like sexy drill and melodic drill, and that means a bigger fan base.
We be doing the after show. Every time after the show, we be doing the meet and greets. So we get to really talk to the fans and see which songs they like.
Has there been any violence or any incidents, fights or shootings or anything at any of your?
Not at all, Lisa. It's crazy. This is my second tour since I've been home, and at this one I actually got to do with Sleepy. So, it was way more bigger, way more better, you know what I'm saying?
But now tour time is over and doing time is about to begin. This is video of Michael Chef G. Williams in May 2023 after he'd been booked as one of 32 alleged members of the 8-Tray Crips and 9 Ways gang named in a 140-count murder conspiracy case. It also named Kagan Sleepy Hollow Chambers. The gang was allegedly responsible for a dozen shootings with 13 victims, including one death. Investigators claim Sheff was the mastermind of violence against rivals. I had an exclusive look inside the 4-year investigation and takedown that involved 22 teams from the NYPD Gun Violence Suppression Division and warrant squads. Investigators told me Sheff was not a trigger puller, but claimed he was the mastermind, organizing and orchestrating violence against rivals called ops, like Folk Nation Gangster Disciples and ICG Babies.
If Sheff said something, it happened. A simple text. We got to get a big one. That simple text created a war.
In April of 2024, Sheff made a $1.5 million cash bail and was released temporarily. Then in March 2025, Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez announced Michael Sheff G. Williams pleaded guilty to multiple top counts of second-degree attempted murder and second-degree and fourth-degree conspiracy. The DA had asked for 20 years, but Brooklyn Supreme Court Justice Danny Chun gave Williams 5 years behind bars plus 5 years post-release supervision, explaining, quote, I take into account consideration that you are not alleged with shooting anybody, not alleged to actually being the person who shot at or did commit the shooting, and that is very important in my opinion, end quote. Sheff says he's ready to put the streets in the rear view.
It's always going to be tough, you know what I'm saying? That's something very hard to prepare for, but it's like you build and you build and you put the right things in place and the right people in place, and you just hope for the best.
Sheff says he first joined a gang at the age of 12 and understands people might find that shocking. But in certain neighborhoods like his, you were assumed to be gang affiliated because of what street you grew up on.
It's like a family, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to not be part of certain things in the neighborhood as you're growing up, you know what I'm saying? You automatically be involved with certain things, you know? So it's like...
Now, I'll speak to that. Some people would say it sounds like rhetoric and so on and so forth. I was actually talking about this, one of the clubhouses where they were talking, somebody was speaking on like gang members and gang culture and why people join and all this and how they wouldn't ever like join a gang, all this other shit. Now, I'm not a gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been part of little crews, and normally, more times than not, like, I was a part of, like, that foundation. Like, I was one of the people here to say, yo, we had a little crew when I was living upstate. We had a little crew called Vice Grip. You know what I'm saying? Then we had the Hustle Hard Boys. We used to spell that shit with, like, $2 signs. So, $18 sign, dollar sign, hell, kind of how Hustle spelled his shit. This was back in 2002-ish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, sometimes you will, because you're from a certain area, and maybe your area, like the gang members in your area are already beefing with gang members from another hood. So now you being from that hood, they might catch you and say, hey, bud, where you from? You might say the wrong part of Brooklyn, and they might stomp you out just because they opt you from over there. And now you might feel a way about that shit when you come back. The gang members in your hood might ask you, like, damn, shorty, what the fuck happened to you? And then when you tell them that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have your back. Now, the thing about it is one of two things. You might go to them for the help, or they might just step in without even being told and, you know, get back. And at that point, you know, you might have a little allegiance to that. Like, damn, bro, like, you niggas roll for me. So, yeah, I'm from the hood now. And, you know, that's what it is. But,
like, that's how we see it growing up through the neighborhood.
Sheff says he wants the kids, especially those 11 and 12-year-old boys, to know they can go straight for the music without turning to the streets. In the 16 months since he's been out on bail, he has spoken out against gun violence to officials at the United Nations, the state legislative offices, and even youth.
we doing everything we're supposed to do. I just want the kids and I want the youth to see the growth and the development with me and my label and all my peers around me, you know what I'm saying? And just like give my story out to the world, you know?
Chef G sentencing is scheduled for Wednesday, August 13th at Brooklyn State Supreme Court. He's expected to walk into the courtroom and most likely will be taken into custody immediately. Chef says he wants everyone to know he takes full responsibility for his choices and he doesn't ever want to go down that road again.
All right. So that's what's going on with the boy Chef Jizzy. He's currently free at the moment, but you know, free that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now what's interesting about the 5-year thing is that they said in March of 23 to April 24. So he put a year in before he got bail. So that'll get taken off. I think he did 10 months on the year. You know what I'm saying? So so if he got another, so we got, let's call it 40 months, so a good time. And 50 months with a good time or whatever and shit, and then you take 12 off. So he's like, we got 38 months. So he'll be home in about 3 years. Maybe he can take some programs in there and knock some of that shit off. And yeah, bro, that nigga might be back in like 20 to 3 years. So yeah, you should be alright. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments or whatever. You think Chef still gonna have the following or whatever, or be able to revamp his career when he get home, or do you think it might dry up? Okay. In my opinion, he got better music than Bobby, so I think like he'll actually be able to sustain the fans with you know, on that side of it, you know. So yeah, we should see, bro. You know what I mean? Good luck to bro, whatever and shit. I'll be home. Next up, we got Finesse 2 on. Yeah, man. Finesse 2 times or whatever and shit. Finesse 2 times, mama says she's down bad and her son won't help. Ain't that some shit? Now, you know we've already seen Finesse go through it with Lil King and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like when that was going on, everybody thought it was the son, fake son, whatever, you know what I mean, was going on. But now an online rivalry has unfolded between rapper Finesse 2 times and his mother, Floria, I want to say that's how you say it, Alexander. The controversy began when Finesse's mama launched a GoFundMe page claiming that she was facing eviction and needed $6,000 for a fresh start. She publicly accused her son of cutting her off financially and referred to him as a narcissist. Finesse 2 times responded to his mother's claims with a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Reportedly addressing accusations of him being broke and not supporting his family. He also compared himself to rapper Eminem, who, you know, famously had a strained relationship with his mom. You know, y'all remember all them songs. The situation has sparked debate on social media, with some criticizing Finesse 2 Times for not supporting his mother, while others argue that grown children are not automatically obligated to support their parents, especially when the relationship is tense. Now, Finesse's mama claimed that this is the 3rd time her son's actions have left her facing eviction, and she's battling anxiety, depression, and the emotional toll of narcissistic abuse from Finesse. Adding to the complexity of it all, she actually faces potential legal trouble related to money laundering charges, which she claims is attributed to her being scammed by Nigerian frauders and all this shit. It's interesting or whatever how you are the mother of a nigga named Finesse 2 times. Are you Finesse 1 time? We need to know 1 time for the 1 time. You understand what I'm saying? But of course, we have some video for y'all. We're gonna get into. Shout out 9 Mag TV.
Finesse 2 Times' mom has a few choice words about him helping her financially.
I don't take sides when it comes to my church, and I try to solve the problem. Okay, so now that he know that I said that, one night when I went to work, I came home and my locks had been changed. I couldn't understand why my key wasn't fitting my door. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have nowhere else to go. I don't know nobody in Texas. So I said in my...
So she says she tried not to get involved or choose sides when it comes to her children. She tried to fix the problem. Really slipped my mind about what happened with and what the fuck you do with that Finesse brother name? No good. Shit. Yeah. Nigga with all the knocking out. But yeah, other honey bun head nigga. Hey, that nigga look just like his mama. Hold up. Same goddamn honey bun head. Finesse. Couldn't finesse her way out of that big ass head. Back to the what the fuck?
My car till it was daytime, and I waited on the leasing office to open up, so I can go up here and see, can the maintenance come and let me in my apartment? What's going on? So I get up to the office, and the leasing lady told me, we were told to change your locks. We were told to change your locks on your apartment. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Why y'all change my locks? Because the person who named the apartment in told us to change the locks. Long story short, he done told this girl to change the locks on me, man. Because I had my opinion on what him and his brother going through. Fast forward. I'm still working though. I'm working at a nursing home. Y'all seen the video. Okay? Fast forward. This man Oh, Lord, I got off track and I'm just thrown off, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't possess that. All that hooping and hollering going back and forth. I don't do that.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? So he had her to lock me out of my apartment. Mind y'all can ask anybody. Her name Kimberly Ballard. She worked at Discovery Village in Dallas, Texas. I wish I knew her phone number so she could tell y'all how I slept in the parking lot in my truck for 2 months. She offered me pillows to come in there and sleep in a resident room. Understand me, man. Going forward. I worked and that lady let me get all the hours I wanted to get. And I was able to get me a little apartment down in Fort Worth. Mind you, Rick out of jail. I didn't hear from him until 2 months after he got out, after he got off the jet. I never heard nothing from him until 2 months after he got out of jail. So now at this point, I done got my own spot down in Dallas because I don't work long enough to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing.
So hold on a second. For the first time shit happened, he was in jail? Maybe he ran out of money. The fact that he was holding you down or whatever.
My thing working and everything. And I guess Village in Dallas, Texas. I wish I knew her phone. I get up to the office and the leasing lady told me, we were told to change your locks. We were told to change your locks on your apartment. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Why y'all change my locks? Because the person who named the apartment in told us to change the locks. Long story short, he done told this girl to change the locks on me, man. Because I had my opinion on what him and his brother going through. Fast forward, I'm still working though. I'm working at a nursing home. Y'all seen the video. Okay? Fast forward. This man, oh Lord, I got off track and I'm just thrown off, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't possess that, all that hooping and hollering going back. And me being his mama, I fell for it. So now at this point, I done got my own spot down in Dallas because I don't work.
So now I got it. All right. So while he was locked up, or maybe he had the apartment before he got bagged, you understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and all of that. So he paying this shit, he going through the shit with like no good, whatever the bro name is. And it's petty, you understand what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, I thought it was some shit where like he just stopped paying that paper. But like, yeah, all right, that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
To get it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my thing, working and everything, and I guess he had a change of heart, and he called me, and me being his mama, I fell for it, and I thought when he called for me again to come to Houston, that it was genuine, that he didn't mean to do me like that. He fresh out, he don't know, he think everybody against him, he think everybody hurting him some type of way. So I took that and I brushed it off. I didn't. That's to the people that saying, well, if he did it to you 3 times, why you keep going back? I'm trying to tell y'all. He told me, he said, Mama, come to Houston. I'm gonna get you a house and everything, Mama. When you come out here, I got you. Mind y'all, I had just got my apartment from being kicked out. So guess what I did? I packed my bags and I left. And I moved to Houston. I came out here. At that time, he had a real big house downtown. A real big 3-story house with elevators and shit in it. Okay, so I done came back. Right? I'm there with them. Everything going good because at that time, he had just got signed. Everything going good at the same time. While I was in Dallas, I asked him, I said, Rick, pay for a dispatcher class for me, so I can get me a box truck or something, get my own shit going, so I can have my own lane and do my own thing. Mind you, to this day, I'm still asking for that box truck. He paid for the dispatcher license and never bought the truck.
All right, well, let me weigh in real quick on this one, right? So, got dispatcher's license or whatever. I've been told by people in the actual like truck game, you don't even need a license for real. All you need is to pay for the load board and shit. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's like 1, 2, 5, some shit. I forget how much whatever the actual like little sites whatever that have the load. And then basically you find somebody with a truck, or if you know somebody with a truck, you could broker the load. And like, let's just say they like, you got a load that go for, I don't know, maybe $7, $10, just for good math, right? And you get the truck or whatever and shit like that, you can sit here and take 20% of that. Easy. I know some people be taking more, but I'm just saying. So just imagine if you sat here and booked 10 loads, 20 loads, you understand how we could easily have, like places like Atlanta, they be having more loads than they have trucks. A lot of times it go like that. So they're more competitive bidding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people trying to get their shit out. You know what I mean? What is the price range of a box truck? So they said a box truck can be anywhere from 10 to 150,000. All right, so let's just go. Truck typically range from new box trucks typically range from 25 to 90,000. Right. So, all right, I just sat here and make $2,000 off of the load and all of that shit. So she could really hustle the dispatching position and then turn around or whatever and shit, run her own bag up, buy the damn truck. And then now you already got the dispatch and shit, you got the load board. All you gotta do is find you a good driver. Unless you want to drive that shit yourself. And then once you get that, I mean, you just keep going and going. So I mean, like, damn, you want a nigga to do the whole thing for you? Now, granted, you know, that nigga he probably got earrings on the box truck. You know what I'm saying? But shit, he rapped for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He lived that life or whatever to do all of that. You still waiting for the box truck. You could have booked some loads or whatever and bought your own truck. That nigga probably would have turned around like, damn, my mama did that. And probably bought 2 on. But yeah, let's keep going.
So that's the fairy tale he got me going on and anticipating. I ain't asking nobody to do nothing for me. If I put up a GoFundMe, you better believe I'm dead motherfucking serious. I'm dead motherfucking serious. But going forward, in the house downtown Houston, I don't know if y'all remember or not, a Big A and Trey was into it, everybody was into it and stuff. And you know, all kinds of shit was going on. Trey had came around. But for some reason, Ricky felt like Big A came up with my boy. And I told him, if that motherfucker with you, knock the noodles out his motherfucking head. Because I said that, the man got up the next morning, y'all. Got all his little flunkies that he have around him. Packed boy. And I told him, I don't know if y'all remember or not, a Big A and Trey was into it, everybody was into it and stuff. And you know, all kinds of shit was going on. Trey had came around. But for some reason, Ricky felt like Big A came up with my boy. And I told him, if that motherfucker with you, knock the noodles out his motherfucking head. Because I said that, the man got up the next morning, y'all. Got all his.
So that time, I'm guessing this is probably the time when Finesse brother, Craig or No Good, whatever. Hold on, I'll pull this shit up. This is rather than the XXL. Take this down quick. That's the picture right there. He had that big ass knot on his shit. I was calling that boy No Good of Nottingham. Big ass knot. But yeah, so I guess that was the incident or whatever, and she basically told he told her son or whatever and shit. That nigga played too. Knock his ass out. I don't really see nothing wrong with that shit or whatever. Like, what your mama supposed to say? She probably told you the same shit, Rick. What the hell wrong with Rick?
Little flunkies that he have around him. Packed. Imagine my room on the 3rd floor of the house. I don't hear nothing going on downstairs. Nothing. I don't feel nothing going on downstairs. All of a sudden, I came down on the elevator and I got off on the 2nd floor where they room at, and the house was just super, super quiet. So I'm like, where everybody went to? You know, what's going on? I thought the whole room had been cleaned out. The whole room had been cleaned out. I seen people moving their stuff to a U-Haul truck. So I'm walking around the house like, what's wrong? What's going on? My job, I had told Big A to don't put your mother hands on my son. But he had Big A on this big old pedestal where you couldn't even talk about Big A. And Suge know that. Suge can't talk about Big A. Cause nobody talk about Big A when it came down to Ricky. But this ain't that. Big A don't scare me and you don't either. And he better not put his hands on my child. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. Rick got mad at me for that. And he left me in that house and moved to Miami. Didn't say, Mama, I'm gone. Mama, I'll be back. Mama, I'm mad. Nothing. Suge went right with him. Her, Needle, BBJ, all of them went with him. They knew exactly what he was doing to me. They knew it.
Oh,
but they sat around me and laughed and talked about him like a dog, as if they had done nothing. After I realized I was stuck in this house for about 3 days, nobody answered the phone. Ricky not answering the phone. Suge not answering the phone. Neil not answering the phone. BBJ, nobody answering the phone for me. I'm just stuck in an empty house. He done moved out. It just left me there. So as the days go by, I'm sitting there wondering what I'm finna do. I don't know nobody out here. What I supposed to do? So all of a sudden, I get a text message. He said, go to headquarters. If I had a picture of headquarters I can show y'all, y'all would be like, hell no. Headquarters is in 5th Ward on Liberty Road. On Liberty Road. When I tell you this was right here on Liberty Road by the expressway, it is nothing but the slums of the slums. You understand me?
Yeah, that's tragic, nigga.
You understand me? I ain't got no lies to tell on nobody. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. This August, it's another month. I still owe for this month too. Because I cannot pay. I can't pay to go nowhere. I don't have no money. I'm talking about they done sent me this and sent me that. That was for bills. And of course you land in this motherfucker, you gonna pay. The disrespect at all high. Mama done did the most to me, man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't deserve that shit. That 500K got me a felony. A felony. All because I'm trying to work and buy a couch to go in my living room. And I got scammed. They got me.
500K. How the fuck? Wait, hold up a second. How the hell does buying a couch or trying to buy a couch lead into a $500,000 like scam? Hold up.
Me. They got me. I didn't take nothing from nobody. They got me. Them folks sent their money to my account. And I damn sure wasn't finna tell them I got it. Sure wasn't. So yeah, I got a charge. And guess what? And I got a public defender. But everybody else got lawyers. Y'all make that shit make sense, man.
Wait, so
I got him. They got me. Of course you land in this motherfucker, you gonna pay. The disrespect at all high. Mama done did the most to me. I don't care what nobody say. I don't deserve that shit. That 500K got me a felony. A felony. All because I'm trying to work and buy a couch to go in my living room. And I got scammed. They got me. They got me. I didn't take nothing from nobody. They got me. Them folks sent their money to my account. And I damn sure wasn't finna tell them I got it.
What you mean? Like, hold up. So, somebody sent 500K to your account. And I'm guessing when they did it, they moved it. But you saying that you damn sure wasn't going to tell them that you got it. Tell who? Who had it sent? The Nigerian? Like, you don't even know them. So, like, how would that happen? How the hell did you trying to buy a couch turn into $500,000 and you getting I gotta look more into this shit. Hold on.
Show what? So yeah, I got a charge, and guess what? And I got a public defender. But everybody else got lawyers. Y'all make that shit make sense, man. I got a public defender that's finna bat my ass out the ballpark. Ain't nobody else got no motherfucking public defender. Big A didn't have no public defender. Suge didn't have no public defender. Everybody around you, you pay for lawyers for, but you couldn't pay for me a lawyer? I don't care what y'all say, man. He wrong. And I ain't never went to him and told him he had to give me nothing. I barely asked for any motherfucking thing because I know he don't like it.
All right, so peep game, man. I'm reading this shit. It says, recent reports indicate Gloria Alexander, mother of rapper FINESSE, 2 times facing money laundering charges. According to Alexander's account, a large deposit of $500,000 was paid to her work account, leading to the Fed seizing the money and filing federal felony charges. She claims to have been scammed by Nigerian fraud, resulting in this legal trouble. This money laundering charge has allegedly hindered her ability to secure housing, leading to denials of multiple funding. She states that this is the 3rd time her son's actions have left her home. Court records indicate the case is still open as of August 10, 2025. A hearing is scheduled for August 11th. Alexander also shared that she is facing the possibility of 6 years of prison. She recently started a GoFundMe campaign seeking $6,000 from Google card application and deposit for a new place to live, citing the legal situation and a fallout with her son that resulted in him withdrawing.
Me. I know he don't love me. Ain't no way he can. But I respectfully walk off. I come from the slums of it, y'all. All this fancy shit without some type of motive behind it. I ain't got nothing, can't invest in nothing. A mother ain't gave me enough money to invest. Why y'all keep talking about invest? Why you didn't take the money he gave you? The man ain't never gave me no more than $2,500 for myself in my hands since he touched down off the jet.
I guess she meant,
I come from the slums of it, y'all. All this fancy shit without some type of motive behind it. Ain't got nothing, can't invest in nothing. A mother ain't gave me enough money to invest. Why y'all keep talking about invest? Why you didn't take the money he gave you? The man ain't never gave me no more than $2,500 for myself in my hands since he touched down off the jets.
I guess that's referring to when he came home and Jay Prince Jr. and all of that. I don't want to jet. I remember Honeycomb Brazy saying something about the jet didn't take off or something like that. But we got FINESSE responding to this shit with all over Central with Finesse responding to this shit. But before we get into that, I just want to say, I don't know what that 500,000 is about. I don't know what the Nigerian fraud is. Because everybody has a lawyer. Who's everybody? Like Big A, so Big A's involved in this shit. Is Finesse involved in this shit? Because when I looked it up or whatever, it don't say nothing about, that being implicated in it. I mean, they're just saying the Nigerian fraud thing is like, her, let me see something. It's Finesse 2 times and his associates in his mother's case. So it says, report from Gloria Alexander, Finesse 2 times mother, suggests that there's a connection between her legal troubles and his actions. She claimed that the fallout with her son resulted in withdrawing finance. Yeah, I don't understand the whatever and shit. Like, it's not. Yeah. So,
I ain't switching up on you, I'm just getting my pride. Left a lawyer bitch and went fell in love with a pop. I bossed her up and bitch and book, let her move in my spot. She showed me loyalty cause she gave me drop on the op. But all that extra shit gotta go to bitch on the boss. Told her, baby, I'll be home. I'm trapping, I'm getting on. Chill with that love shit, you gotta be rich and getting some. Separation ain't scientific, but baby, that ain't my fault. I ain't switching up on you, I'm just getting my pride for the call.
shit, I'm human too. I go through just like you. I guess he's just like showing a little.
It's hard to be alone, but baby, I gotta let it go. Gotta reach to help my folks. They hold me bound. Pay all my mama bills, she turn around and call me broke. Fucked up how this shit go. Let it go, TKO. I ain't affectionate enough, bitch, I ain't flick.
Say if you fall down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough, baby. It's gonna take you on me. It's gonna take you on me. It's gonna take you on me. Say if you fall, went to jail, came home, went to jail again, came back again, went straight in, caught the beans, went fed. Then I lost a lot of friends, 5 years, relatives, family problem. Now I feel like Eminem. This song's bitch gone, mental problem. Now I'm popping syrup wheel, bipolar, schizophrenic, paranoid, kicking in, trust issues, finesse gang, Aryan Nation, KKK. What that mean? From juvenile to the county to the pen, all the way to Mason. PSI, ain't rat, check the paper, no cooperation. United States versus Ricky Hampton. No, I ain't penny. In Little Rock, I shoot the spot. The U.S. Marshals caught me with the cannon. But I'm back though, relaxed though. The Prince of Memphis, I'm just being cocky. Cause I live what they rap about. I really got the wounds on my body. Stand down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough, baby. It's gonna take you on me. It's gonna take you on me. It's gonna take you on me. Say if you fall, what were you on visitation day? I was shedding tears. Where were you when the Fed lawyer told me I was facing 10 years, huh? Machiavelli prosecutor shined on me, labeled me an outlaw. Now bitch and play the bitch and kick her out like she was on the alcohol. Possession, they the real estate, manipulate but never told lies. Would demonstrate on any day, get in my way, I put it on the fire. Hey, the same way you fall down is the same way you rise. Look, he faking hit a bitch, so it's like the blind leading the blind. DEA, United States, the prosecutor, lawyer, and the judge, because they don't respect them from the judge, ran up and checked and got it out the mud.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit hard. That shit was crazy. That real shit always did different. Hey, listen. I don't know what to do. Big mom, but I don't know how she was on it. You know what I mean? Clearly out there wilding, you know what I mean? That don't always be on the parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, she telling me, like, you know, come, you feel me? And, you know, probably had them young, and probably rough in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, these teenage parents, like, you'll see them later, you know, and they be like 50 something, and this, you know, they got it all together, and they, you might, man, you know, it was just always like that. You know, shit, all that shit. Some of them have them like, I be calling them like second wave parents, because it's like they have kids that they had when they were super young, and they had kids that they actually had when they were like adults, and they probably did a better job with the younger kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, or providing a safe environment, all that other shit, you know what I mean? And so people think that like all the kids look like that, you know what I'm saying? But that don't necessarily be the case. You'll have brothers and sisters that might be a decade apart. That's like they had different type of parents. You dig? But I don't know. I mean, I think it's petty or whatever, and shit. The fact that if she's picking sides between your brother and you, I can see your resentment for that. But if she simply told that if your partner put his hands on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him up. I don't see the problem. You know what I'm saying? Mama said knock you out. You know what I'm saying? You got FINESSE's mama now. Responding to, I guess, the freestyle, and it says about putting sensitive photos, something like that out there. You know, so let's do this.
You one disrespectful ass person, man. Real talk. I don't give a about you waking up saying nothing. You won't answer the phone. I'll tell you on it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you to your face. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. I push you out this ass. Then gonna upload a picture. You disrespectful, boy. You spent $4 million on niggas and flying motherfuckers back and forth. That's what you spent your money on. Jewelry. You ain't spend it on family. You didn't spend it on family. And when a motherfucker did get some, guess what? They gotta do something for it. It ain't genuine. Keep your money. A man and his money will depart. Believe that.
Well, Mama FINESSE, the saying is, a fool and his money will soon part. That fool might be a man or a woman, but if your ass is stupid, or broken his stomach,
An ignorant man with money will depart. I push you out there. You don't disrespect me. And you need your. That's what you need. Real mother talk. And I swear to God, you ain't never got to do a motherfucking thing for me again. I don't want your dirty money. Because you ain't going to have it long. God going to make sure that. You do everybody around you wrong, man. Everybody. Ain't nobody willing to stand around and deal with your bullshit but stupid ass shoes. That's it. Everybody. Ain't nobody willing to stand around and deal with your... Because you ain't going to have it long. Real motherfucking talk. And I swear to God, you ain't never got to do a motherfucking thing for me again. I don't want your dirty money. Because you ain't going to have it long. God going to make sure that.
All right. I bought that back, and I just wanted to touch on this just in case. You know, the misfortune or mishandling of money, you know what I'm saying? Or that nigga Ricky end up becoming like $100 million nigga. They're gonna see how well this thing ages, and you know how well the whole situation ages on Ricky's end and on her end. Maybe mama will finally hustle her way up or whatever. Maybe she'll see this video and take my advice on the whole dispatch test. And she'll run it up and get her own truck. You know, hopefully it'll work out for both of them. Yeah, you know, when everybody's straight, maybe she'll maybe appreciate the fact that he ain't just give it to her if she could run it up on her own. She was damn sure defending his ass when everybody was calling him a snitch and all that. You know what I mean? Like, she was standing on 10 about that nigga. So, I don't know. Is that what she got $2,500 for?
You do everybody around you wrong, man. Everybody. Ain't nobody willing to stand around and deal with your bullshit but stupid ass shoes. That's it.
Yo, sugar be getting it, man.
I don't care nothing about your money. And you know that. You know that. It's pretty outside. I'm outside today. I'm outside today. Hey.
So that's what's going on with Ricky. And like I said earlier, people on social media have been weighing in and saying that, you know, now that, you know, got this mama, or, you know what I mean, whatever the case is. Some people are saying that, you know, adult children don't necessarily owe their parents anything. when they make it, become successful. But a lot of times, the parent may not have played a significant, if any, role at all in that success. And it kind of brings me, it made me think of something while I was watching this post that I see on Facebook or social media in general, like often, where it says, adult children, stop blaming your parents for your troubles and all of this other shit, like they don't hold you. Right? And this is the thing I always argue, guys. You say that, but then at the same time, if the child is successful, like say in the next 2 times situation, the parent want the bragging rights of the successful child. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never see a parent saying, you rarely see a parent saying, when their child is successful, I had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was all that. You feel me? So that's the thing I'm thinking about when it comes to that shit. So the same way that if he was down bad, like if that nigga was constantly like just still going in and out of jail and he was broke and all of that, and they were like put money on the phone and commissary and all of this, and then according to him, he wasn't there like when he was facing the 10 years, doing all of that. So as far as him spending the money on certain like homeboys and all of that shit, they might have, been the ones answering that phone, making sure it was money on the book. Like sometimes, family that you build is more family than the one that you actually born into. Trying to tell y'all. But yeah, that's crazy how much they do look alike. I mean, that is his mama. God damn, that it is her. Like his daddy, like so clearly he looked more like his mama and shit like that. But his daddy clearly has some plausible deniability. But shit, I think he got his daddy last name. I think that nigga a junior. So, is his daddy still alive, dead, or he's in pen or some shit? I don't know. I wonder what he think about all this shit. I wonder, like, where No Good stay at? Like the brother. Why not just go stay with that nigga? I mean, he probably just got an apartment, but I mean, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But let me know what y'all think or whatever about this whole situation with that and his mama. You know what I mean? Think he always to look out for, they all gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We was late. Noon now. You know what I mean? So the morning is officially over. That's right now. We'll be back tomorrow with some more. Dropping more videos and everything like that all the time. So, yeah, man, shout out to everybody that pulled up and tuned in. You stuck around or whatever and shit for most of it, or if you watching this later, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Help get us in the algorithm a little more. And make sure you tell a friend and tell a neighbor that we be here, inshallah, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Sometime beyond that, we can go with the flow. And yeah, bro, we'll be back tomorrow. hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really mind for content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight, Daylight TV.